Okay, now the next bit we need to do is, so far we've only ever used one function. That function's been the act function. Now remember, the act runs here. If we hit the run button, it just runs the act lots of times. It keeps repeating that. But that calls the act function in whichever actor I happen to have it in. Now we're going to make a new set of functions that we can call from somewhere else. And the first one I'm going to do is we're going to show how to increase the score itself. Now, I said that it was a private score, so it's only being used inside scoreboard. Think of this a bit like somebody keeping score in a game. If you let each player try and keep score in a basketball game, then what you're going to get is a big argument when they argue about what score, who's winning, who's not. So what you do, of course, is you have one person keep score, there's no argument. Well, it's the same here. It's the one person or the one thing that's going to keep score is the scoreboard. And nothing else is going to deal with that actual value. Just the scoreboard itself. So when we want it to increase the score, we actually do the code inside scoreboard, and then we're just going to call it from the ant. And I'll show you how that works. So the first part is this, is just like we've got public void act. Please do not write this inside public void act. It is a very different thing. We're going to go, in this case, public static void. And I'm going to call this up current score. You could call it anything that makes sense, but to me that makes sense. And now a curly bracket to begin it, and a curly bracket there to end it. So it's all going to work. For neatness, I'm going to do it that way. There we go. Now, within this, I want to actually create one line of code. And that line of code is very simple. It is current score equals current score plus 1 and the semicolon. There we go. Very, very simple. So what's going to happen is whatever the current score is, it's going to increase it by 1. Hence, it's going to up the current score. And that's outside of the act void. Okay, if you're happy with that, away you go.